A very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us on the Thursday edition of the show. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Well, tonight on the show, we'll still try to pick the pieces from the African Nations Championship, a disappointing outing for the Super Eagles Team B. We'll talk basketball on the show as well. FIBA Afrobasket is on, the one for the men, a good start for Nigeria's D Tigers. We'll also talk about the match of the UEFA Super Cup. Then, of course, tonight on the show, we will be talking about a Guinness Book of Records attempt right here in the country. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag just yet. Just wait for that part of the show where we'll be talking about all of that. As you already know, it's a two-man show. My colleague, Osino Konakpan, is suited and ready to go along on this ride.
What a greetings to you wherever you are in the world watching us. In London, I'm Austin Okonakpan. So much going on in our world of sports. We cannot wait for the new Premier League season to commence. Yeah, may I tell you right here, in England, the banters has already started. Can Arsenal, make it a season to remember now that they have the striker that they've always wanted to get, Can Manchester City bounce back from the disgraceful campaign they had last season? Can Manchester United also prove a point? Can they show that they're a big name? The Premier League is getting so much conversations, and I cannot wait for it to start so that we can also join in. But in the meantime, so much still happening right back home in Nigeria. What happened at the African Nations Championship is a clear indication that there's so much work to be done as regards league football development in Nigeria. Are we going to get the lessons this time around, or just get the dust off our shoulders and move on and keep doing the same things? And of course, the main conversation that we're going to be having, another attempt for a Guinness World Record. Yeah, that one should get us and the viewers talking on the show tonight.
All right, it will get us talking straight away. Let me introduce the man who's going to be talking about that attempt to get into the Guinness World Record. Folajimi Abegunde joins us on the show tonight. Folajimi, greetings to you. Thanks for finding time to be with us on the show.
Thank you very much for having me. It's indeed a great pleasure to be here.
All right, let me start. I want you to respond to me like you're talking to your 4-year-old junior brother. Guinness World Record attempt. I hear it's going to be a marathon 5-day pool. I mean, how did it all start? How should I say whose mind did the idea drop into?
Okay, so that's a great question. I'll say. So basically, we're putting together an event that is titled Pool Fest Niger. Mm-hmm. And Pool Fest Niger is not limited to the Guinness World Record attempt.
All right.
So Pool Fest Niger will feature the largest 8-ball pool tournament in Nigerian history. We're looking to sign up upwards of 1,000 unique individuals to participate in this tournament, where the best of the best come to showcase their skill, their talent, and compete for a grand prize. It also features the Guinness World Record attempt that
by Shehu Bamidele.
By Shehu Bamidele. Yes, by Shehu Bamidele. So the Guinness World Record attempt for the longest 8-ball pool marathon, and the target is 120 hours, which equals 5 days if you do the math. Since it's going to be a 6-day event, 6 calendar day event, 5 days in terms of number of hours, we're trying to make the Silverbird Galleria on Ahmadu Bello Way, where this event is going to take place. We're trying to make this the go-to spot in Lagos. So there's going to be live entertainment by celebrities, DJs, hype men, comedians, right? So we're trying to make it, give it life, give it spice. So that's the goal.
Talk to me about the test run before I yield to my colleague. The test run, it went flawless, and once you do the test run, it shows everybody you're drawing the attention of the people who are going to, note the record, and it went flawless. It means you're well and capable of doing what you have called the world to come to see.
Yes, basically. So we had a simulation of the actual
what you intend to do.
Yeah, what we intend to do, and it took place at the Radisson Blue Hotel, Lagos Ikeja, one of our major sponsors who did an amazing job in hosting us and making the place very 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 comfortable for the test run. So we utilized the extant Guinness guidelines. We used those frameworks, very limited breaks for the event. We had a wonderful show with Shehu playing upwards of 200 people in the space of 4 days between July 10 and July 13. And in the course of that test run, he didn't lose any game. On day 4, Sunday 13th of July, he was still.
For out of curiosity,
Yeah.
for how long was he on his feet?
So you have there are limited breaks. So after every 1 hour, you can accumulate 5-minute breaks, and after 24 hours, you get a 30-minute break. So that's the extant guideline. So he was on his feet for, let's say, of the around 72 hours, on his feet for about 70 hours.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's huge. All right, let me yield to my colleague Austin, who has more on this interesting topic.
Now, Fola Jimmy, let me start by saying congratulations for even attempting to break a world record. But let us understand, what's your passion with the 8-ball pool? And at what point did you say, I'm going for the world record and I'll break it?
Okay, so point of correction, I'm not going for the Guinness World Record. I'm just coordinating, the event, putting all the moving pieces together. The individual who is breaking the Guinness, who is going to break out of being, cautiously optimistic, who will break the record who will break the world record in 8-ball pool. His name is Bamidele, and we refer to Bamidele as an 8-ball pool genius, and we're pretty confident that he's going to break the record. So basically, at the top of the hour when the show started, you're reporting from the United Kingdom, talking about the English Premier League and all that. And the English Premier League is all good. It's all good. Like, there's nothing wrong with the English Premier League. But our movement is trying to, the goal of our movement is to utilize locally created, locally produced content, right, to serve as entertainment value for Nigerians. So we're trying to create a shift away from foreign produced content like the English Premier League that most Nigerians are passionate about. And our goal is to showcase local talent, showcase the brightest and the best of us Nigerians. And, we're starting this, this premier event by showcasing people in the informal sector, people in sports, people in, entertainment. And we're trying to, utilize these people as a beacon to serve as, people that people can look up to, other people, underprivileged people, in Nigeria can look up to and say, oh, this guy is in the limelight, this guy is attaining celebrity status, he's attaining fortune and fame, so we can aspire to be like him. So our talents, our skill level, the things that we're very good at, is not just a hobby, it's not something that you don't get rewarded for, it's not something that, so we're trying to create that culture in Nigeria, right? And it's basically local content. And we're also trying to utilize competitions, all kinds of competitions. So this is just a start. The 8-ball pool is just a start. We're going to, eventually our goal is to drive, patriotism in Nigeria and have Nigerians patronize locally produced sources of entertainment. That's the goal.
Sounds good. It sounds good. I like the fact that, you're daring the untried. You're trying to do something different. Now tell me, coordinating this must have been challenging, particularly with getting people to, show interest. Are you getting the sort of followership you need to make that event successful?
Yes. Your colleague over here was talking about our test run and how well our test run went. Across our social media platforms, we had, in the space of those 4 days of the event, we had upwards of 400,000 views across our social media platforms. Those numbers have risen to well over 500,000 views. So there's an enthusiasm for what we're showcasing, what we're providing, right? We also have a lot of media houses that are going to cover this event. So we're putting the word out there through our existing channels. We're thankful for Channels Television for giving us this opportunity to put out the word out there. So for people to sign up for this event, sign up to participate in the competition, you can come. Like we said, we want Silverbird Galleria between September 2nd and September 7th. We want the Silverbird Galleria to be the talk of the town. We want the hub where people can, network, socialize, come in to listen to good music, to get entertained, and watch a Nigerian, break the Guinness World Record in, the longest 8-ball pool marathon. Let's come together as a people and support Shehu Bamidele. We're also calling people to come and, sign up to participate in the 8-ball pool tournament. So we are creating a culture of utilizing competitions to create talent, and these competitions serve as entertainment value, and they serve as a platform to elevate talented people, So we're encouraging everybody to come by, to come in there to.
Okay, let me throw this in before we let you go, to just round it up.
I thought I was going to be here for the entire show.
Nah.
You're kicking me out. That's unfair.
But let's quickly say this.
Yeah.
Do you think you've been embraced by the sporting ecosystem? Do you think what you want to do with all of this, do you think it has been embraced in terms of followership, in terms of people buying into the idea, probably giving you some sort of backing? Yeah. Do you think you've gotten that?
Yeah, so we have support from the Lagos State government, from the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Sports, Mr. Damilare Orimoloye. He's been working, very, very, closely with us in bringing this thing, to a success. We have brands like the Radisson Blue Hotel Lagos Ikeja that worked with us with the test run. They did an amazing job. We're very thankful to the Radisson Blue Hotel. We have the unsung heroes, the unsung heroes. Snooker Z. Snooker Z is another genius in Nigeria, a talented tech genius that put together an application that makes it seamless, the organizational process for the event, pairing people.
It's part of the numbers.
Yes, it's part of the numbers, pairing, thousands of people and, creating a system that ranks, pool players in Nigeria. He also has a streaming platform that we're utilizing. So snookerz.com, a big shout out to Snookerz. Done an amazing job for us. Johnny Walker brand too does amazing for us. The True Patriot and the Donkit clothing brands too have also been supportive. But we putting together an event of this scale, an event of this magnitude requires enormous resources.
All right.
A tremendous amount. So we're still out there for more support.
All right. I guess those who should listen
yes.
Listen.
Poolfestng.com. Visit poolfestng.com.
Okay. So, Falajimi Abegunde, I want to thank you for your time on the show today. Hopefully, when it is done, we'll probably have another conversation around all of this. We need to take a quick time out. When we return from that, we will be talking about the African Nations Championship. Stay with us.